Well, a lot of these things look very interesting. I am Bustle6, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to do what happened today in wrestling again. Yes, I'm doing another one of these, and I will be reviewing SmackDown and AEW Dynamite. Oh dear, prepare for a lot and a lot and a lot of content coming in, guys, because, man, I'm telling you, once I get that phone call from Walmart, you you guys may barely even know that I'll be existing at this point. But anyways, in terms of YouTube and making videos and all that stuff, so yeah. Without wasting any time, there was quite a lot of things I had to write down. So without any further ado, let's go to the year of our Lord 1973. And yeah, I like saying that. The year of our Lord 1973. We have Pedro Morales versus Don Leo Jonathan for the WWF title in Madison Square Garden. I don't know who Don Leo Johnson is, but that name sounds very fun to use. That's at the door open. I got freaked out for a minute. This thing knows how to, like, it's not working, but okay, very interesting. In 1979, we get to Bob Backlund versus Hussein. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Hussein Arab. For the WWF title in Madison Square Garden. I'm only assuming that is a Muslim wrestler because Mr. McMahon knows how to make racial profiles and characters in World Wrestling Entertainment. Hooray! People like you do not deserve to be world champion. I am not letting that go from Triple H circa 2003. When they said that to Booker T of all people. It's not a racist thing. Yes, it was Bruce Pritchard, you fucking idiot. Also on that same show, Ted DiBiase took on Jimmy Valiant for the WWF North American title. This is when WWF had the North American title that went for about, I think, like 4, 5, 6 months, I think. It went on for a little bit, and then they just dropped it. They had a lot of defunct titles, and it's actually kind of interesting. I felt like they could have had the North American title for a while, but, interesting there. 1982, we get Renee. Oh Lord in heaven. Giorando. I'm going to get murdered for that. Versus El Salterio, the NWA Light Heavyweight Championship, and King Kong Bundy versus Fritz von Erich in a false count angle match for the WCCW American title. This was WCCW, a World Class Championship Wrestling. This was Fritz von Erich's retirement show. Yeah, WCCW, very, very, very popular for the Von Erichs, but I did see the show. This was a very interesting show to look back on it. Then we'll go 16 years later, Booker T versus Chris Benoit. I don't know if this was their best of 7 series. I could be wrong on that, because they did have a best of 7 series to find out who the number 1 contender was for, I think, the TV title, I believe, because Finlay was a TV champion. So that was a great series of matches, by the way. And Brian Adams and the Giant faced off against Lex Luger and DDP for the tag titles. This was a Thunder taping in Peoria, Illinois. Yay! I've been to Peoria. Weird, very weird city there. Very weird town. 1999. No offense to my Peorians, which sounds very weird, but your town's a little wonky sometimes. But to be fair, I don't know where I'm going with that. 1999. Rob Van Dam versus Spike Dudley for the ECW TV title. This was a show in Dalton. Who's Dalton? 2001. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Chris Jericho with Mick Foley as the special guest referee for the WWF title. This was a show in Minneapolis. 2002, Rico and Rikishi. Rikoshi. That was a terrible pun there. I tried forcing that in. That's what she said. I'm going to get smacked for that. Versus Billy and Chuck in an elimination match for the tag titles. This was a taping in Oklahoma City. 2003, we get Slapnuts himself. Mr. Broke over 6,000 or 10,000 guitars and never drew a dime. A.K.A. Jeff Jarrett versus Disco Inferno, a.k.a. Gil Gilberetti. You know, who should not be in a wrestling ring ever. The guy's an idiot. Don't believe me? Look at his Twitter. This was for the NWA World Title. This was when they were doing their weekly pay-per-views in Nashville at the time. 2005, Jay Lethal versus Steve Corino, the Jersey All-Pro Championship. The Jersey All-Pro Wrestling World Title in JAPW Homecoming. Okay. I had to look that up, by the way, because I didn't know what it meant. We're stick with 2005 with Hiroshi Tenzan, or her Hiroyoshi. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce. It's Tenzan. Versus Scott Norton for the IWGP World Title and New Japan Pro Wrestling's. Oh Lord, it was the same show as last night that I said yesterday. Atoko Spirito Guerrero, Day 3. I'm gonna get killed for these, I swear I am. 2005, Samoa Joe versus James Gibson, aka Jamie Noble. For the ROH Pure title, and then Austin Aries versus Spanky, aka Brian Kendrick, for the World title. This was ROH New Frontiers, not the Final Frontier, not the god-awful 2010 Iron Maiden album. I'm sorry, that album was terrible. Iron Maiden from in the 2000s, I only had one good album, that was Brave New World. Everything else just sucked. 2006, Kenta versus Takashi Sugiura for the GHC Junior Heavyweight title. This was Pro Wrestling Noah Northern Navigation Day 12. 2007, the Hardys took on Cade and Murdoch for the tag titles. This was a Raw taping in Tampa. 2009, Kenta, he's defending the GHC World Junior Heavyweight title against Ricky Martin. Isn't he the same guy that said "Living La Viva Loca"? That would be funny. This was Pro Wrestling Noah Northern Navigation Day 1. 2009, Drew McIntyre versus Tyler Rex, who is transgender now. Seeing Tyler Rex as a woman is interesting. Nothing wrong against that, but it's interesting. This was for the Florida Championship Wrestling. Now they're known as NXT because Florida Championship Wrestling was kind of a developmental thing. This was a taping in Tampa. 2011, Ricochet versus Pac versus Rich Swann and Dragon Gate Uprising. And I had to flip it because there was a lot of stuff to write down. 2017, the Young Cucks versus the Kingdom. Matt Tavern and Vinny Marsigelli. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I know the Kingdom. I just didn't pronounce how to pronounce Vinny's last name. This is ROH tag titles, and then Christopher Daniels versus Jay White versus Punishment Martinez, aka Damian Priest, for the ROH TV title. This was ROH Gateway to Gold, so interesting stuff here. And then 2017, The Miz versus Dean Ambrose for the IC title, the Intercontinental title. The Hardy Boys versus We Are the Bar, the Sheamus and Cesaro for the in a steel cage match for the Raw tag titles, and Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt versus Mojo versus Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns in a World Contenders match, and whoever want to get to face Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire. The Great Balls of Fire. 5-man Cuban Centipede together to see who will come up on top. How fun on seeing that. Remember when Joe got a push and then went absolutely nowhere with it? Pepperidge Farm members, and now he's released from the company. I don't get it. This was Extreme Rules. This was a pretty, half and half show. It did feature a very, 3 really great matches, and then it had one of the worst matches, aka Alexa Bliss versus Bayley on a stick on a pole match. Vince Russo was struck again. And then, no, actually, I thought we were going to finish it up, but I forgot. We stick in 2017, Pete Dunne versus Matt Riddle in Over the Top. It's over the top. It's like an indie promotion, I think. The OTT No Limits title and OTT Outer Space Odyssey 3. Stranger things have happened. I say what you did there. I say what you did there. I don't know why I went that way, but we're sticking with it. And then 2018, Hiromu Takahashi versus Taiji Ishimori in the Best Super Juniors 25 Day 14. Now, wrestlers have been born. Riho, who is 24. John Silver, who is 30, which I hope I think it's John Silver because he's the bald guy. Hope he recovers soon from a shoulder injury because he is a good talent. I mean, I don't care about the Dark Order gimmick, but there are some talents there. Him and Alex Reynolds are a pretty good team. Jazzy Gabert, I don't know who this person is. I apologize. She is 39 today. Mikey Whipwreck is 48. Joe Malenko, who I think is the brother, I believe. Yeah, because Boris, I think, is the father. And hold on, give me one quick second here. Because I do not remember if it was... Because... Hold on one second. Yeah, he is the older brother of Dean Malenko, and he is the son of Boris Malenko. That's what I thought. Okay. Because I do know Boris passed, I think, in... I think 78 or 76. I think he passed in 78. And that started the whole Jericho-Malenko feud over the Cruiserweight title. Jericho started that whole feud with, the list of 1,000 holds and all that stuff, 1,004 holds and all that stuff. So, it's Joe Malenko's birthday. And this one kind of hurts a little bit. Gorilla Monsoon, who would have been 84 today. Rest in peace, my good sir. As Bobby Heenan once said on his 2004 Hall of Fame speech, I wish Monsoon was still here. Monsoon and Heenan had the best commentary chemistry, probably of all time. It's sad that Monsoon is not with us. It really is sad. Because Monsoon is one of the best commentators of all time. This place has gone bananas. Would you stop? God, those two, it's like an old couple, but in a good way. It's just a match made in heaven. But yeah, rest in peace, Monsoon. You will always be remembered in our hearts. So, anyways, I apologize for the lighting too, by the way. I forgot to mention that. But if the lighting does bother you, let me guys know. What do you guys think of this? Did you think it was interesting or not? Let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tap the bell for more notifications. Join the herd. I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace out.